Hello everyone. Today I will discuss about the IAM AWS IAM policies. This is for all levels, right? If you are going to start your career in AWS cloud, right? So this is good for you, right? If either you are L1, L2 and L3. I'm pretty sure you will get if you are going through and till end this video, you should have something in your bucket, right? Okay, let's just start. And let me tell you, right, what we are going to discuss today. Identity based policies. Identity means I am user and role, right? This is you can all set this for, right? What is the resource based policy? Any resource. If you are going to put a resource based policy like S3, we do have a KMS, you do have a RDS, right? We should have like these of the resources, and these resources has the option, right? You can put the policies. I can show you S3 and KMS, right? Permission boundaries also I will discuss, right? This is permission boundaries, or we can also only put over the identity based. Either it is like I am user, and let me tell you, I am user and organization SCP ACL, right? When we can use ACL policies, right? And session policy and inline policy, I will discuss in deep dive, right? This video is going to length, right? And I will show you how we can write policy content conditions. I have write it already, these type of the things, right? And one more, right? I will explain when we have to use what is the this scenario in our use case, right? I will discuss. So let's start about the identity. Identity based policies, I am user and role, right? Okay. We have to make sure these things, identity based policies like I am user role, resource based policy S3 KMS IDS, right? Any resources if we are putting any policy. And what is the difference exactly? How we can identify, like you are writing resource based policy, IAM policy, right? I mean IAM policy, it means like identity based policies, right? And resource based policies, right? Okay, let's start. So go to the right. I have already opened this user, right? PyCharm. This is the identity, right? Okay. And we have provided these amount of the permissions, right? So the user can assume, the user can do the work according these permissions. S3 full access, EC2 full access, and all IAM full access. So whatever they want, so they can do that, right? So let me start with the resource based policy, right? I think we have S3. Okay, bucket, right? Okay, S3. If you want to go for that, right? I think we don't have any policy here. Okay, we do not have, right? I think we should have permissions. Like if you are putting any policies here, right? So that is called resource based policy, because S3 is a resource. I am is also a resource, but I am user is a identity. Okay, I am also a resource. I am also a service, but I am user is a identity. Role is a identity. Okay, so let me go through directly this section. So you can put this policy over the identity. Okay, what exactly he's saying? Effect is allowed. STS assume role, yeah, whatever you want. Like you can say, and this is look like, right? This role, right? We can assume. So this is this policy we can only put, right? Identity. We cannot put this policy on resource, right? Hope you understood. And what exactly the difference, right? Let me tell you. I had a This is the resource based policy, right? Understood? Yeah, I can give you more clarity, right? Just hold for a moment. This is the resource based policy, right? Okay, let me do. Like effect is deny, principle is this, right? through this principle we cannot allow the access resources S3 and action is S3 asterisk and resources this, right? Principle usually comes in resource based policies, right? I have seen this in my experience, right? Whenever principle is coming, so you are putting the policy specifically over the resource. Principle means this is an identity. Okay, you got my point? Either it is this is comes under the trust relationship, else it will come over the resource, right? But directly in the policy section we cannot put. Policy section means this is the policy section. This is here we cannot put. Like this is the policy. If you are going to create this policy in the JSON section, control A, control V. Got it? This is giving the issues unsupported principle. Hope you got it. Principle only supported by the resource level. That is clear. That is all set in your mind. Whenever you see the principle, it is called resource based policy. Okay. And if we can remove this, right? What is this? This is the identity based policy. This is will become identity based policy. Okay. Let me show you both things. Let me show you, right? Okay. Going to here, right? This is S3 bucket, right? I'm just going to here, right? Policy, edit policy. Here, control V. Okay, there is no issues. Here there is no issues coming, right? You're getting my point, guys. And I can save it as well, right? Otherwise, it will not API response. Let me tell you. Okay. So what is he saying? Basically, I am putting my policy, my bucket this, right? So just need to write because got it. Control J. Issues. AWS. AWS. Bucket name is not correct, right? I hope you got it. AWS Cloud. Okay, bucket name is not correct in a policy. This is the bucket name, okay? So just because of, otherwise you will not save it, right? So hope you got a clear idea about the identity based policies and all, right? So let me discuss about little bit policy structure. Okay. So I have already copied, right? Let me once again, let me copyright this completely in a different page, right? So basically I do not want to discuss this, right? This I'm just going to disclose, right? Okay. So this is the syntax to write a policy. So what is the version initially? This is the version. Syntax, it is a statement. Statement had a multiple these type of the entry, right? If you want, like I want to create a policy, resources allow, it's easy to start and stop, right? I want one more action S3 but different statement. So just need to copy this section. Okay, this is a list. Statement is a list has a multiple, you know, map type of values, right? I would say, and just comma, okay, comma, and just put this, right? What we need to change? SID. SID should be different, right? Okay, this action, and we want like action. What we want like action? Okay, and we want like action S3 colon asterisk, any action, right? I want like S3 action, right? Yeah, get item S3 delete object. You can also like delete object. Might be some error, right? Okay, this writing, right? Okay, it could be s3 colon put offset. Okay, this is the I would say like syntax. Okay, sid should be different, right? And this is the way you can add multiples, right? id effect allow resource, I mean delete object and push object. This is strict. It can be done any bucket, right? I want a specific resource, so go through this and just get the ARN of this bucket, right? So ARN, like how would you copy this bucket ARN? So usually bucket ARN is like this, right? So these action we can, I mean, bucket ARN AWS S3 triple colon my bucket name. Okay, okay, this, right? And just asterisk inside the bucket. Okay, so this is the way of the writing, right? In this bucket only we can do delete object, put object. If you can give EC2 ARN, so only one single EC2 is asterisk any EC2 instance. This is, there are usually four part of the, in your like I would say two actually measure and your policy, right? One is version, second is statement. Statement itself has a SID, action, effect and resource. One more, we do have a condition. Okay, so let me tell you condition, how condition execute, right? So resource is asterisk. This is up to then I have explained. We can do start instance, stop instance, any resource is allowed. Okay. If we are going to attach this policy, any IAM user, so he can do that start and stop instance, right? Hope you got it. Okay, but what exactly the condition? Bool if exist AWS multifactor auth present true. Only those user who had multi-factor authentication enabled, they can only EC2 start instance and stop instance. This is the explanation. So I am just holding for a second, stopping this second, and let me show you. So I have done that, right? What I have done that, right? This is like look like demo user I have created, and through demo user I have logged inside the, and I have attached this policy, right? And demo user is not multi-factor author, right? Okay, so I have allowed this EC2 start and stop, right? And resources allowed, and the condition is look like bool if exist multi. So this is only when we can start the instance if boolean is does it, multi-factor is present, right? Only then it can able to. So let's go for the instance. This is the demo user, right? Okay, let me show you demo user permissions, right? This is demo user and it has a EC2 start stop policy, EC2 stance instance effect allow bool, and this user doesn't have any like multi-factor authentication. There is no multi-factor authentication in this, right? So this is not able to start. Okay, so this is our example. Then I have logged in this demo user, right? Let me try in front of you. Start instance. You are not authorized to perform, right? Let me show you once more, right? Okay, again and then start. You are not authorized to perform this service. User AMM W user is not authorized to perform, right? Identity based policy issues and failure is this, and it has a lot of things, right? I will show you. Just I'm going to do, right? What, like this is now I'm not able to start, right? Hope you got it, right? And what I'm going to do next, right? Let me tell you. I'm just going to edit this policy, right? EC2 customer managed, EC2 start stop action, sorry, inside the policy, then edit. I'm just removing this section, right? Okay, condition, and okay, now this user can able to do that, right? Okay, just showing you okay, what is the impact, right? Okay, control save, policy is added. Let me show you. This is the user, right? And I have logged in this through this user in a incognito window. Okay, this is the okay. Let me go for incognito. First, let's refresh. Now this user can able to start, right? This instance, okay. Okay. I hope this is clear, right? I'm able to start. Okay, it is coming in pending state. So our this concept is how to write, guys. My suggestion is that you can SID because I have also in my mind, right? Because I am working last 7 years, right, over AWS. So I know version, statement, SID, action, effect, resource, but I was not able to write this condition. Okay, so you can, if you are a beginner L1, L2, so just write some notepad and all, right? So you should have a 2 3 times you can write, so it will give you. So I hope you can understand this scenario. Okay, this is running, but let me stop, right? Okay, but fail to stop. Okay, so let me show you from this user. I'm able to do that, right? I'm just editing this policy, right, again, and okay, control C this, and then I can make it a stop. Okay, I hope you are clear. Let me do. From this account, this is showing this, right? Let me refresh. Okay, okay, this is the demo user. I am logging in the incognito window, and through the same like stopping. Okay, so hope you guys got it my point, right? And let's do that next point, right? Now, this is clear right now. This is also clear because at the S3 level permissions I have explained, right? Permission boundaries, right? This is also inside that like I would say identity based policies, right? Let me do. Let me show you. It's a demo user, right? 16 minute as I think I have created 16 minutes ago, right? Only, and 25 password is 25 minutes. July 8 today itself 103. Okay, so let me just show you the permission boundaries. So permission boundaries are defined by policy attached to the user directly through the groups, right? This is called like policies, right? Either in group and by the policy, but it here is permission boundaries. So permission boundaries is that to control maximum permission for this user. If you can edit like administrator role itself, right, inside this policy, but here you can add only S3 full access. So you can do only S3 full access work, right? So hope it is, I hope this is clear, right? So this is called like permission boundaries. It will create a maximum level of the your role access. If you had added DynamoDB full access, everything full access, right? And but you want some EC2 full access work, so you can add it here, EC2 full access, right? So maximize your permission is EC2 full access. Okay, and let me do role perspective as well, right? Terraform role. Permission boundaries, right? So same in the this is same into the same section, right? As per I am user and all, it is only had a, this is the feature only for the identity based policies. Okay, so what we have configured as three level we have told you, but KMS is pending. So let me go to the KMS now, right? KMS. I'll show you where you need to put the policy, your custom policies are right, customer managed key, right? We do not have any policy, right? But I will tell you where it is coming, right? This is the key policy, right? We can add this key policy, but this is the AWS managed, so I cannot add it. If you are going to create your customer managed key, na? So let's create right a symmetric, encrypted, advanced, I think single zone. KMI single house, single region. Okay, display name, test KMS. Okay, and who is the key administrator, right? So it is look like whom do you want to give, right? And key administrator doesn't do anything. He just delete this, right? Key, right? Okay, okay. This is the work only, right? So here it is come right inside the key policy. So you can write whatever you want. Post creation, it will key policy. Just you had a edit option. Okay, whatever you want, right? So you can do that. I'm not going to create, right? I hope this is also clear. Permission organization policies ACL. Yeah, this is a big thing, right? ACL. How we can do that? ACL access control list, right? How we can put ACLs, right? So I think so far I have ACL permissions. I think in S3 I see. Okay, let me show you right now. What is people will ask about the S3 basically. So I'll show you, right. And cancel. Let me first delete this user. Oh, okay, guys. Okay, S3 bucket. So ACL means कि you are the owner of the bucket, right? But you want to give some other level of the access. It is not look like policies, like statement, SID, fact, resource, action. This is not look like in this, right? Okay, okay. Let me show you. I think in the permission section we should have, right. We need to change something like access while you are going to create bucket, na it will ask about access ACL enabled and disabled, but by default when we are going to create a disable, but we can change here, right, ACL enabled, right. So this is look like, right, this will give object owner if you in new object written this bucket open full contained ACL, so they are owned by the bucket owners. Okay, so like object writer, who like who is going to create like let me tell you, right. Okay, so now you can see, right, and we had a additional, so bucket owner if you are going to create by self, so this is the bucket ACL read, right, but if you want to give some other account, so you just need to add the account and read, and right. Okay, and right. So ACL will come, right, who is owner and all, right. So it will come as a ACL. If you can describe any object, so it is coming ACL options. Okay, um, in this, right. So this is the way, right, to do that, right. And one more thing I will tell you. Uh, ATF state. Okay. This is look like I will show you, right. I was skipping this and what should I tell you in object? No, this is not. Okay, that is not coming, guys. Okay, okay, leave it. So far we have completed this, right. This policies itself, right. What is the organization HCP ACL session policies? If you want to understand this session policies, so I have created a very deep dive video, assume role policies, right. AWS IAM assume role. How to do that? This is a called session policies. So it will give you for some time token level sessions. Okay, so this is called inline policies. Also a type of the policy, right. So let me tell you inline policy example. And what is the inline? If you have created inline na, so like if you have created inline policy, let me show you how to create inline policy. Like this is the demo you, sorry, demo user should not become. Okay, it is not refreshed. This is the assume role, right. And this is create inline policy and go control EV. Okay, what is the disadvantage of this inline policy? I'm telling you. Next, inline policy, create policy. So this is the customer managed, right. We have created through this section. Okay, here it is. This is we have created. So it is coming inline. Okay. So let me do one thing here, right. First of all, okay, here I need to search inline. Nothing is coming now. It should come, right. So this is the inline policy, right. Let me do one more time, right. Search. Nothing. Okay. Go to the user section. Assume role. I think 2 3 year backs, right. I think it's showing right for me now, but now today. If you are going to remove now, so it will permanently remove. It is not removing from here. It is removed permanently. Basically, this is also inline policy. Okay. if we can remove from here na, so it will remove from this user and it will come assume role, right? Like assume role, assume, this will come, right? This will come here, assume role, this is coming. If but inline it's directly deleted. Okay, that is the difference. Okay. Okay guys, this is the role and a policies explanation. Okay, just hold for a moment. So we have like hmm, this organization policies. So right now I cannot like explain as as per the prediction scenarios, right? But I can tell you how this will work, right? So basically why I'm telling you, okay, I cannot tell the production scenarios. So I have open AWS organization. So I have only one AWS account and I do not have any other account. So if we have a like invitation, I think we can invite an existing. Okay, this is the creation for send an email request to owner of the account if they accept the join the organization. Send. Okay, you can I will join my other account. Okay, but later on, not now. So this is the policies, right? And people will ask a couple of question interview type, right? I will tell you how. So this is the SCP policies. People will ask, right? Who have worked like build part of organization level backup policies for if you have a this is the main account, right? And we had a 10 more account inside this, right? In or this organization we do have a basically it is a one single account, so we cannot do that, right? This is the limitation I do have. Just a second, something. Okay, so backup policies, if we had a this organization had a 10 more accounts, so we can add some backup policies for other 10 accounts. Okay, if we want to do service account policies as well, so this is already enabled. Okay, so if we had this organization had a 10 account, so we can add the some policies for all other 10 AWS account. Like let's suppose I have created one, but I cannot attach this. It is a tagging, by the way, wrong name. So this is not tagged. Do not run. I just need effect deny action delete object. Okay, and resources Terraform state example. So inside the state example, this is the bucket name, and if you want like anything, right? Asterisk anything, right? It is any bucket, right? Like this bucket we do not need to delete any object. Okay, so if you want to attach this policy to any AWS account, so you can attach it and we are not able to delete it if this bucket does exist in the same account. Okay, so this is the one scenario. Next scenario I will tell you. Okay, go to the policies. Next interview questions will come. Tag policies, so it by default it is disabled, and if you want to add some tagging standard for your organization level and your organization have a 10-12 AWS account, so it will be build right as per like this should be tag should be in every resources. So we can do that. People will ask this type of the question in interview, right? And I will definitely for SCP will create a 5 to 10 minutes video, then I will edit multiple AWS account. Okay, and then I'll show you how this will work. So I hope guys I have explained a lot, right? Identity, IAM user, resource space, permissions, organization, SCP, ACL, session policies. For session policies I have already created a assume rule policy. It is a 20-minute, right? Okay, and inline policy I told you, I have told you this is the like standard format. If you want to add multiple, right? So I told you this scenario, right? We can add multiple. Okay, and I told you this, right? Boolean if true and false scenario. I hope you got it this point. Okay, this is the completely interview based, okay, answers. And I hope one more, query I have used in my production environment. Okay, we had a 120 AWS account inside the one organization before which I am talking about, and one AWS account for build, right? One AWS account, and in one AWS account one S3 bucket. And if you are going to install any security package in other 127 accounts, so this S3 bucket is accessible for other 126 account, right? So this is the logic, like ARN equals AWS organization ID, this, right? If you have a 127 account, one is build account, one is a security package account. Okay, if you are going to install any EC2, you provision any EC2, so this will directly access from this security account packages. Okay, so this could be the scenario, right? I have used to, right? So this S3 bucket, right, just need to name the S3 bucket ARN only. I have asterisk, added asterisk, just need to add ARN, and this is, or if any AWS account is this organization, so he can access this bucket. Okay, and I have added S3, not delete object, it is asterisk. Okay, anything they can, no, not asterisk, it is a not delete, did not delete, S3 get object, right? Sorry, get object. So they can download the objects. Okay, a specific bucket account. If you guys like this video, it is a lengthy video, but I tried to explain all these things as per the production. Okay, and my next video will come right over this, right, single sign on, right, services, okay, in the inside the organization. My second video will come on this control tower. I will later on control tower, but this will I will publish, right, how this will work with AWS single sign on and all, right. Okay guys, so kindly do share and subscribe. Thank you, thanks for watching.